Yo, 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 what's good with your boy JB Trap House Boxing, man? You know, what's good, family? Shout out to the whole LDBC. Man, this fight, Derreck Chisora versus Agit Kayaba, yeah, Kayaba. Yeah, that's how you say his name. Kabayel, whatever it is. Kabayel, whatever. Anyway, I thought Kabayel, man, he did pretty good, man. He outboxed Chisora pretty much the whole fight, man. His movement and his jab gave Chisora a lot of problems. Chisora couldn't cut the ring off. He was just following him around the whole fight, looking very amateurish. Um, Kabayel, he's slick, a pretty slick heavyweight, man. Real slippery, can move real good, for a big guy. Got some pretty good conditioning too, man. But the thing is that we don't know, how deep, what we seen the last couple of rounds, he was getting battle tested. And, he was still in the trenches fighting. But what I'm saying is, like, we don't know if he can work. If somebody can make him uncomfortable the whole 12 rounds, how would he respond to that? Chisora just didn't really just land, just no real, just, devastating shots, no telling shots on Kabayel the whole, night. I mean, he hit him, but it wasn't nothing that just made you say, ooh. Kabayel was like rolling a lot of those shots, catching them. So when he would roll them, the impact wouldn't be as flush. I thought that Chisora, I don't know what happened to him in this fight, man. He wasn't using his jab like he was the last fight. He was just coming in, with a high guard or coming in hooking and getting caught and getting outboxed. For the most part, he would get Kabayel, up against the rope sometimes and start working. But other than that, man, he was getting outboxed, man. He was landing some shots. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he wasn't just, landing anything. No, he was landing some body shots. He was landing some shots. But it wasn't nothing to slow Kabayel down. Kabayel was getting a little fatigued in like the 11th. I seen him around about 9th round. It started coming, but he was still able to work. But the 11th round, he kind of took a break all the way. And the 9th round, somewhat to the 10th. He stayed busy enough, just to, stay, keep the scorecard straight in his behalf. But, Chisora, man, he wasn't using his jab that much. He was using his jab like in rounds 3, 7, 8, and like 11. Those like maybe round 9. But, when he using his jab, he's a lot better. He could have used his jab a whole lot in this fight, so he wouldn't have so much trouble with the movement, and keep Kabayel, working too as well. Make him worry about that jab. He wasn't making him work hard enough. And Kabayel was really just boxing, moving, doing everything, slipping, pot shot, combination shooting, hooking to the body. He was pretty much doing everything, man. Everything he wanted to do. Chisora couldn't slow him down, couldn't stop him from moving. He was just literally chasing him all night. What's next for Chisora? I don't know, man. Some people say Chisora needs to retire. I think he's still, an entertaining fighter. I don't think he should just retire. He's still young. He's only like 32. He's still some more interesting fights out there. He's not gonna be no champion or nothing like that, but I still would like to see him fight. Kabayel's gonna be interesting to see which route he goes because he's in every sanctioned body, but he's pretty low down there on the list. Like in the WBC, he just moved up probably a little bit in the WBC. They fought. This was a WBC bout right here. I think he's in every sanctioned body except for either the WBA or the IBF, one of them. But he's like number 13, 14, and 12 in these 3 sanctioning bodies that he's in. So, but I think he probably would. No, he is in the IBF. I think he might take the IBF route. And I think Joshua's the IBF champion. I think he'll go that route. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna try to climb his way up to the WBA spot. You know, to get up there with Wilder. And that'd be a long time before you get up there and see Wilder anyway. Hopefully Wilder been in a unified division by then. And, you know, and took the straps from Anthony Joshua and whoever else is up there. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It was a pretty interesting fight, man. I liked it. Kabayel's ability to hit and hold. You know, his clinch game was pretty decent. And, you know, I see a lot of heavyweights don't do that no more. They don't really hit and hold, you know, that good. He's pretty good at it, and he was pretty good at working out the clinch, not working in the clinch. He was doing that too a little bit, but his ability to work out the clinch, like he would push off and let combinations go. Thought that was pretty good too. So I like Kabayel styles. Gonna see, you know, how far he gonna, you know, what's his ceiling, and you know, some more questions out there need to be answered for Kabayel. But I like him, man. I would love to see him and Big Baby Miller mix it up, man. You know, a guy like this would be, he'd give a guy like Joshua problems with his style also. Or him and Dillian White, I would like to see that. It's going to be some interesting fights out here for Kabayel. How you say his name? Kabayel. Yeah. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gone.